Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. You look at the Suns. The good news is they'll enjoy home court advantage for this, the deciding game.
And really, a deciding game like this, everything's magnified. And sometimes that can be a challenge. But the best players find a way to channel that energy. Playing in front of this great home crowd, I believe, can only help.
The shot by Ivy, no good. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. A kick out to O'Neal. From outside, off the mark. Now, Vassell. Outside, George. There's a screen. Driving in. Here's Ivy. George sets a screen. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Left side, Halliburton. Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Now, here's Ivy. Halliburton with the steal. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. Comes up empty down low.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find a rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Take a look at the Suns. I think it's another pressure-packed game for them, and the atmosphere here couldn't be any better.
They're no stranger to this kind of situation. They're used to it by now. And with a trip to the finals at stake, I think they'll be at their sharpest tonight. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Ivy. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, he's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
To DiVincenzo from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And it's George pushing it off.
Such a well-rounded player. George is equally dangerous in the half court and in transition.
Halliburton on the wing. Screen by O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Halliburton, that's good. Halliburton's got his second bucket tonight.
And Halliburton doesn't get rattled easily. He's adept at finding ways to finish through contact.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
Vassell outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You've got to focus on the details.
Now here's Anthony. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Ivy on the wing. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
To the middle. Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Pass to Williams. It's taken away by Smith. Fires from deep. And no good in the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Milwaukee up. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Milwaukee.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
A rebound by the Bucks.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now here's Anthony. Hasn't made one yet. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Williams. There's a screen by Williams. And Anthony gets double teamed. Stolen by Jackson. Screen by Giannis. Here's Smith. Here's Giannis. Good D by Williams. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Gillespie. Here's Williams. Anthony on the wing. Here's Gillespie. That's 3-pointers off the mark. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And that one drops for him. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Suns. High arcing shot.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
And that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Rollins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Halliburton outside, and finished off by Halliburton.
When he wants to, Halliburton can get to the hoop. Well, he is tough to slow down.
Pass to Rollins for three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Rollins got 6.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be drilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Prince outside, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Reed. O'Neal on the wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. Right side Jackson. Here's Cornette. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Vassell outside. To the paint. Kicks it out to Prince. Clock at 4. Back to Jang. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Suns trail by 14. And here's Halliburton. 8 points for him. And Halliburton slams it in.
On the drive, Halliburton keeps his options open. If the defense doesn't commit, he just takes it to the rim.
Vassell, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And the basket by Kurolenko.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Basket Jang. And finished off by Jang.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Now, here is Halliburton. 10 points for him. Pass to Iguodala. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Gillespie. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. We're back at the Western Conference Final. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. Milwaukee leading by 11. Here's Smith. Pass to Giannis. The second chance effort. And he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Jaden Ivey.
Wow, the floater. Ivey must have really felt like that was the best option there.
The drive by Anthony, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Ivey. 6 points for him. Screen by Giannis. To the inside. It's Giannis throwing it down.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now, here's Vassell. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Williams. Suns trail by 13. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Now here's Williams. He has yet to score. Williams a screen. The Suns need to get a shot off. The shot by Kirilenko, no good. Bucks leading by 13. Bucks passing it around. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Goodwin with it. Here's DiVincenzo. Great D that time from Giannis.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Smith. Reed with the block. Here's Halliburton. Halliburton muscles through the contact.
And I'll give this to Halliburton. He's been in attack mode all night.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Inside. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's turn up the energy from there with your High Squad.
Smith outside, down low, 6 on the shot clock, and the dunk by Giannis.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Outside, Reed. Halliburton outside. Halliburton converts inside.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Left side, Jackson. To the inside. And a jam by J.R. Smith.
Oh, that's great TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, don't do him like that, PG.
Suns trail by 15. Pass to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And that one misses.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. There's a screen by Williams. To the paint. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Now Jackson. Master Rollins. Now Jackson. Back to Jang. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bucks lead by 15.
45.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Down by 15. And we'll go courtside to hear more about what's going on with Naz Reid. All right, Allie, you've got the information. What's the prognosis?
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Phoenix. He was worried, but also optimistic. It's a bruised sternum, hopefully something they can treat. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this, as always, when dealing with injuries.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Kirilenko with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. Halliburton for three. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Suns trailed by 15. Inside, Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Ivy on the wing. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Outside for George. 5 on the clock. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Giannis outside. Giannis charging into the lane.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
Halliburton, and the layup is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the shot will go down.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
And Phoenix making a change here. Free throw good. Giannis.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Phoenix making a change here. Antetokounmpo with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
It's tipped. Kirilenko into the lane.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Screen by Smith. Antetokounmpo outside. 5 to shoot. It's in there.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now Smith puts it up from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
And this is what Smith is all about, pulling the defense apart with his impressive accuracy.
And just not much more you can say, guys. It's the end of the line for one team and a hard-fought, well-deserved trip to the NBA Finals for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Antetokounmpo.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's score, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
.43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Smith for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. To the middle. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And the Suns miss again.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Takes it inside. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And this is what you want Ivy doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
And here's Halliburton. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And so the Milwaukee Bucks take the series and they'll move on.
I'm getting emotional as we watch all of this go down.